I tell you about Rosebud. How much is it worth to you? How much do you think all this is worth, Mr. Thompson?
Millions? Anybody wants it?
Beginning with Kane's wealthy guardian Thatcher, we have descended all the way down the social strata to his butler Raymond. The pattern is not perfect. We hear from Bernstein before Leland, even though Leland is arguably a more powerful figure in Kane's life. Nonetheless, we are moving from someone who had, initially at least, complete authority over Kane, to someone who Kane had complete authority over. And yet, Thatcher's central story was his loss of control, of Kane breaking free to thumb his nose in Thatcher's face, and, subtly, Raymond provides the inverse example.
I know how to handle
Need a
him.
lot of service?
Yeah, but I know how to handle him.
Despite their domestic proximity to Kane at key points in his life,
I heard him say it that other time, too.
both Thatcher and Raymond remain at a frustrating arm's length
He acted kind of funny sometimes, you
in
know?
terms of personal connection.
Yes, he did crazy things sometimes. I've been working for him 11 years now, in charge of the whole place, so I ought to know.
Kane appears as a mystifying figure whose interiority is difficult to comprehend. Both Thatcher and Raymond were present for the psychological key they couldn't hope to understand: Rosebud.
I've got his trunk all packed. I've had it packed for a week now.
Like most of the flashbacks except the most important, Leland's, Raymond recounts events, in this case one single event, which he witnessed firsthand. Kane has never before announced so particularly what makes him ache,
Rosebud.
and yet this revelation could not be more cryptic without further context.
I see. And that's what you know about Rosebud?
The bulk of the flashback lingers inside Susan's abandoned room, capturing a childlike temper tantrum. The discovery of a little snow globe, a cozy cabin, inside a glass ball, inside a white room, inside a dark palace, reinforces our impression that the meaning of Kane's dying word is the pearl of this particular oyster. There are paradoxes galore in this sequence,
Rosebud.
and its placement in the film, all having to do with how close and far away we are at the same time.
He didn't say anything after that, and I knew he was dead.
Raymond was one of Kane's primary companions in his final years,
Sentimental fellow, aren't you?
and yet he is maybe the most locked out of any of them.
Well, that isn't worth $1,000.
You can keep on asking questions if you want.
We are, for the first time, hearing a flashback set in the very location where it is recounted, bringing past and present closer than ever for Thompson the reporter, and yet Xanadu is a black hole, and so Raymond's fairy tale feels obscure.
Like the time his wife left him.
Creating an uncanny sensation similar to 2001: A Space Odyssey, the glistening marble and vaulted ceilings of Xanadu's grand foyer envelop and overwhelm Susan's pretend comfy bedroom full of knickknacks. Wells's environmental gap is as enormous as the one in Kubrick's Human Zoo. In this case, the prisoner has just escaped. This flashback opens exactly where the last one leaves off, and the jump in visual styles between the ornate Baroque of Raymond's perspective and the murky Gothic nature of Susan's impression is startling in its contrast. Shorn of all narrators and even the guiding presence of Thompson, returning to an apparently unmediated tour of Xanadu, it is for us alone in the audience to discover Kane's secret at the moment of its physical destruction, decades after the psychological destruction for which it stands in. We end quite literally where we began, a circumnavigation of this narrative world, an inquiry into the Titan of the Inquirer, yielding a puzzle piece, which does in fact clarify the man, not because we are being told something we didn't know, but because we are confirming what we've already learned, harvesting what has grown for 2 hours.
No, I guess Rosebud is just a piece in a jigsaw puzzle. Missing piece.
We may remember the anonymous reporter as having the last word,
Well, come on, everybody.
or at least the last spoken word,
We'll miss the train.
not counting what we read on the sled or on the sign. In fact, the last line of the film is Raymond's command to unknowingly destroy the secret that he could not unveil.
Throw that junk.
Burning in fire what Thatcher and Kane's own mother once buried in the snow.